Welcome back, trainers, and it's happening. Niantic is going to let us, again, TM away frustration on Shadow Pokemon. This is big. You don't want to miss this, so stay tuned. Also, we're going to be able to hold more eggs like we've seen in the data mine, and this is starting to happen for specific players around the world. Let's go ahead and get into it. But before we get started, please give this video a thumbs up, and it looks like you guys hit that 2,000 mark, so I'll be announcing that in my next video. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the news here. And also, we're going to be taking a look at some Shadow Pokemon that I personally do have. Ones that I have TM'd frustration away, and some recommendations for you for the future, because that's what we like to cover. So let's go ahead and get into the news now. They are going to be conducting some tests here. Raid battle rewards will be adjusted in the United Kingdom and Ireland. These adjustments will be temporary and will begin on Wednesday, December 9th, which is going to be today. Alright, so taking a look at this is pretty awesome. We're going to be able to hold more eggs here. Egg management tests will take place with some trainers globally in two variations. In both variations, trainers will be able to store up to 3 additional eggs from weekly Adventure Seek rewards and Team Go Rocket leader battles if they already have 9 eggs in their storage. So basically, if you're already holding 9 eggs, there's going to be a special slot enabling you to hold an additional 3 from either Adventure Sync and or going up against Team Go Rocket leaders, which is going to be nice because, a lot of times we have a full egg storage and we don't mind too much not getting the egg, but being able to collect potentially 3 of those, or 2, depending if you have an Adventure Seek or whatever the case, is going to be nice going forward. And then they go on to say that the actual Pokemon storage will not be taken up when you do collect these extra Pokemon eggs in your storage until you actually incubate them. And then this test does begin December 11th in these various different places, and soon hopefully will be rolled out for the rest of us. I would assume this is a pretty neat feature and pretty big. So now we're going to be able to actually hold on to 12 eggs. So there you go, looking good. Now let's get into the stuff that that's pretty good information, but this is really awesome here. So, TM Away Frustration, December 10th. It's going to be starting at 4 p.m. until December 11th, 4 p.m. PST. So, you're going to have 24 hours to do this. Alrighty, features. Incense will be more effective at attracting Pokemon. Are you kidding me? They're already pretty good with the feature that we have, but they're going to be attracting even more. You'll be able to earn more stardust from catching Pokemon. Oh my, you guys, it's time to get some stardust. It's grind time. And here it is, the moment you've been waiting for. You can use a charge TM to help a Shadow Pokemon forget the charged attack frustration. There you have it, folks. Let's get it. Team Go Rocket grunts will be appearing more frequently at Pokestops and in balloons. Now, that would have been great when I was going through that grind. So for the people who are trying to do all those tasks for your higher levels, well, you're going to be able to do that a lot quicker. As for everybody else who wants to TM frustration, well, now's the time to do it. And, I think they're doing this because we were requesting this before the community day. They understand what's going on here. Now, there are going to be Pokemon that are going to be very valuable in their shadow form that are not necessarily going to have the option to be evolved and get their community day because they were from 2018. Now, what you can do with these Pokemon is use, obviously, an Elite Charge TM, or an Elite Quick TM, depending on, maybe it was a Tyranitar. But it depends on the urgency that you need it. If you really want it for PvP right now, then go ahead and do that. If you want it for raids, go ahead and do that as well. But there's going to be other Shadow Pokemon that are going to be able to fill that void until the 2018s do come out. So just, keep that in mind. Don't be, too rushy. And we're also going to be going over how to get more charge and quick TMs, just the regular ones, because maybe you're running low and you need those quickly before this does begin so you can TM away at those frustration moves, right? Well, let's go ahead and talk about it. Basically, the way I get mine, I am stacked. All right, we have 122 fast and then 288 charge, and I've been using them quite frequently. We're still stacked. What I'm doing is go battle league, guys. But here's, the catch, winning too. I am using the premium passes most of the time, so I am going down that route. That is how I'm getting my charge TMs, as well as raiding. Raiding is a big one. Legendary raids are going to yield those quite frequently, so you'll be able to stack them up. And that's pretty much the way I get them, right? So just, try to do that before the event does begin, and hopefully you'll be able to get them. Now, taking a look at some of the, well, all of my Shadow Pokemon here, using the new nifty little tag system that they do have, although we could just type it in, but it's fun to do this. Going by number here, let's just see what we have going on. I do have a Bulbasaur saved up. Like we discussed, the 2018s are not going to get their Community Day moves, but I will hold on to that. TM away frustration on whatever you can for the future. All right, if you're running low on TMs, then just do the, well, I'd say just do everything that you have that you want to use in the future. You'll get more charged TMs. These events come, you know, once in a blue moon, right? I also have this beautiful shiny Shadow Lapras here that I do use, and it works magnificently. We're running Ice Shard, Skull Bash, and Surf. And if you're wondering, well, what are the, you know, the best shadows? Basically, if a Pokemon is already performing great, their shadow is just going to be doing that much better. Remember, shadows can't Mega Evolve, so don't prepare for all that. So we're going to go ahead and I wanted to put in some XLs and then power this up again. Actually, we're going to do that with the Snorlax because I do believe we have enough. Speaking of that, Shadow Snorlax is another fantastic one if you have one lying around with frustration with ideal IVs. Maybe they're really good, then you use it for the Master League if it has lower attack or whatever the deal is for those IVs. Your preference, maybe you can use it for the Great or for the Ultra League because it is going to also be pretty good there. Although the regular Snorlax is also going to be doing fine in those other leagues. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and put these in here. This was probably one of the best investments that I have put my resources into regarding a Shadow. The thing is just amazing. Got it to Best Buddy. Haven't used it yet since I've got it to Best Buddy. But we're going to go ahead and power it up just, you know, one more time here just to give it a little bit more oomph. And we'll continue to stack up on that in the future. That's going to take forever. And then looking at the legendary birds here, we do have Articuno, which we have TM'd this away a while ago. We did forget to TM away frustration on our Go Fest Moltres, which is going to be one of the best fire type shadows that you can get. So definitely want that. And I have a 15 attack one. So we do also have a Zapdos ready to go here that we've been using in the Great League. As a matter of fact, it's not Shadow though, but we have TM'd away frustration on one of them. And here's the other one here, and that we have TM'd away. The other one that you just seen as well that does still have frustration. We'll take care of business here. Let's go ahead and look at some IVs. Shadow Dragonite's also going to be fantastic as well if you have great IVs for raiding, or if you have the ideal low attack potentially for the Great or the Ultra League. It's not, I wouldn't really go Great League with it unless you're really spicy. Ultra League is going to be a little bit better. Mewtwo, that we were able to recently collect the second one. Don't think anybody's been able to TM frustration, right? So now is the time to do so, as well as the one that we got from GoFest. If you still are holding on to that, you forgot to TM away frustration, now's the time to do that. If it is still Shadow, hopefully you didn't purify that, because Mewtwo is going to be one of the best Shadow Pokemon, period. The thing is crazy regarding damage for Master League as well as PvE going up against raids. The thing is just nasty. Will I use an Elite Charge TM on my Great League one? Potentially. I think we're starting to stack up on those Elite Charge TMs, so I might do that. Maybe. We'll see. It's going to be worth it. And the Great League is very squishy, but having Psycho Cut and Psy Strike in the Great League might be pretty crazy. Shadow Raikou, another great one here, top of its food chain for electric typing, as well as Entei, another fantastic one. Suicune, not so much. Tyranitar with Smackdown, absolutely amazing, as well as Shadow Tyranitar with Bite and Crunch, right? You don't even need the Community Day move. Just flexing on that one there, Shiny Shadow, looking good. The Caesar. This one's also been pretty awesome, very squishy for that. So I do have the Mudkip here that does have TM frustrated away. It has frustration TM'd away, getting everything backwards. So it has great IVs. I couldn't believe it. So we're just going to go ahead and buy a secondary move on that. This is actually going to be eligible for the Community Day coming up in a couple of days. So I will be evolving this one to get Hydro Cannon. Let's go. And I will be maxing it out. Absolutely. Probably should have just maxed it out for this one here. Taking a look at some of the Ralts that I do have. Shadow Gardevoir is going to be magnificent as a pure furry type attacker for sure. As far as PvP, not really. You know, it can pull off some wins. You know, Shadow Gardevoir in the Great League. You know, the Charm, Razor Leaf nonsense. You know, you can make work with it, but it's going to be doing better in the raids. Now, taking a look at the Crown Jewel here, my Shadow Mawile. So yeah, you guys know we put this thing on the map. Let's look at those IVs. I caught this a day before the Shadow event happened previously. It was fate. It was literally fate. Look at how low the attack and the defense and HP IV is. So beautiful. So yeah, this one has been great. And I also have another Shadow Mawile, TM'd away frustration. Haven't bought a secondary move. There's no point, but just holding on to that. You never know. Who knows? And something you're definitely going to want to TM away frustration on is going to be Beldum, guys. This is not going to be able to get a community day this December, or at least have its move added onto it this December because it's from 2018. But TM away frustration if you have good ones, okay? And if you want to use an elite charge TM to get Meteor Mash, I'm going to say it's worth it. It's going to be the strongest Pokemon in the game. It's the strongest Pokemon. It is one of the strongest amongst the other Shadow Mewtwo and whatnot. But yeah, then we have this Electivire and a few other things here. So there you go, guys. Make sure you don't forget. Just wanted to put this video out here so you're prepared and ready to go for the future. Well, tomorrow. So, and I'm going to be putting out warnings on Twitter. And stay tuned for the announcement of what is going to be said, because you guys hit that goal. Really appreciate that. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.